Hi, and thanks to everyone who joins or watches the replay. Ooh, it's been really good weather-wise as far as cosmic weather goes. And it's feeling pretty pressurized outside, I would say. As I'm letting the energies of the thread kind of trickle in, right? Because I notice the nuances of the shifts and the changes and how I am able to do that is through like my sensory awareness. My sensory awareness is like my skin and my vibrational zhuzh, right? And that's my nervous system along with the energy, all in communication with whatever else there is. So today I wanted to talk about, today I was told that we'll talk about how to position your energy, okay, so that it can be of benefit to you. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm allowing the energy to kind of settle and clear, right? So you may feel a sense of like gravity pulling, like magnetically pulling you toward the earth, right? From the top of your head down like this, like the energy of you, right? Pulling you down to plug you in, right? Okay. And this is just going to be a balance connection, not a grounding, not a deep grounding. It's too late in the day for that. Okay. All right. Now you're going to come into all of those feels that you've been avoiding, any kind of physical pain that you haven't wanted to reconcile. Okay. That physical pain is an indicator that there is stagnant energy, extra energy, some kind of more energy than what you wish to experience in your field. That's it. And how we read is in our bodies. So bringing your energy into your body and noticing where there's tightness, right? So I'm sensing that someone has tightness in their solar plexus, in their upper solar plexus. All right. And that means they're well intentioned, but their actions are in limitation. That's what that tells me. Okay. See how once I name it, it can be recognized, then you can reconcile that's in your vibration. You're able to lessen the amount of curiosity that you have in energetic, like feelers toward it. Now, all right, you can communicate with this energy. It doesn't have to be alive to you. It could be a color. What color are you? Okay, this color doesn't belong here. Am I okay to change it into the color it's supposed to be? Is it yellow? Okay, so let it be yellow. Okay, yellowing your solar plexus area allows you to be in alignment with there you go, with your chakra in that area. Okay. And so you can see how the energy begins to feel kind of expansive, right? It kind of opens a little bit because you have given it direction to join a flow And now it's not sitting there doing what it was doing before, which was being stagnant and in limitation for you. Do you need to know what it is? Sometimes. Sometimes. The ones that are harder to resolve, those you should ask questions to your body about. Okay, body, what am I storing here? Am I storing trauma here? What's the trauma? And allow whatever it is. Be very allowing. Surrender to what you receive. And then illuminate it. Just say, oh yeah, okay, so I have this. Okay, great. That's right. That's right. I'm okay. I'm here. I did good. I did good. Look where I'm at today. I'm much better right in this moment. Okay. All right. I can keep myself safe. I know how to provide myself comfort today. Right? And then you integrate that other part with you, because that part shows up for you often. Okay? It was built when you were younger, like yesterday, maybe. It could be for some people. All right? So now that you guys are in your bodies and you're trying to figure out like all of these little anomalies that you weren't looking at, right? There is an easier way. All right? There is an easier way. So today I'm going to teach you a drop-down meditation. Okay? And it's relatively simple and it takes about a minute. And we will introduce an intention of divine energy, all right? In divine order, in divine alignment. Okay? That's our intention, to bring in that experience in order for us to connect as a group, all right? And all who ever join, okay, into higher consciousness and elevated understanding, awareness, vibrationally of who we are, moving into our authentic aspects, right? Allowing that connection and allowing it to be like heart-centered, right? Heart-centered. Breathe. Relax. We're not doing it yet. Right? See? Man. I was talking with a friend today and we mentioned to one another how we complicate things because we don't want to accept how simple life really can be. And I would love to share with you how to simplify getting yourself into alignment, okay? And how you choose to manifest from is what you'll receive in the manifestation. If you're manifesting and you're feeling put out or taken advantage of, or like, if this person would only be like this, if this would only happen for me, if you're in that sort of a cycle, in a loop like that, in your narration of your life, that you're living because of that. Shit, get the fuck out of that. Beep. Okay. All right. This is how you do that. Humor is great. See, when you use humor, humor uses endorphins to change like how our body is reacting and how we think and feel about things and assign emotion, all right, or similarity. And that's what we do. We are catalogers extraordinaire. All right. So now what we're doing right now is we're kind of rolling through all of our chakras. So you might feel energy around your eyes, You might feel there's like some clearing right here happening, and there's some more clearing in the solar plexus area, and that looks like residue. Pardon me, that looks like residue. So I would say that would be like, oh, little white butterflies of unconditional love. There you go. Oh yeah. And then just to be kind, I would like to offer an energetic clearing. Okay, so I'll release all spirit energy. All spirit energy, go to the light, go to the light, go to the light. And so for me, it feels like I'm getting lighter and lighter. I could breathe a little bit better. Oh, like I'm filling up more of my body. I'm feeling less pressure. Ooh, like I'm sitting into my body now. I'm sitting into my body. I'm on my right side for sure, coming into my left side, right? Ooh, yeah, right? And so that's what you're experiencing. It's okay. You're coming into your physical self right now. Okay? And that's just because we release part of consciousness that you were curious about. Now we're going to release some more consciousness that you're curious about that maybe you don't have inside of your physical experience energy, right? But, maybe it's dream state and subconscious stuff, right? Okay, so we'll call it cosmic or cosmos energy, all right? There we go. All right, so we're going to imagine that everybody has a place to go, a loving place to go, and that they came in love to help us, and that they've been of service to us. And so, in that gratitudinal aspect of how we feel about letting others go on with their spiritual practices and allowing us ours, right? Where we come into that oneness and reconciliation, that we're unique in this oneness and together just the same, right? Okay. Okay, so all the docking stations might be there. You might see avatar things. There was a lot to load. I had to wait. If you're clairvoyant, you'll be able to see lots of things happening. It's very interesting. I encourage anyone who sees to look in the field that's presented in the energy of this thread. It's spectacular. All right. And then all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to thank them for their service. So all cosmic beings, thank you for your service. You may go. Right? Oh, yeah. And we're all receiving ease, right? Can you imagine how much help we called in? That is amazing. Don't you think that's amazing? Right? And if we've never done a clearing like this, that's all our life. That's incredible, right? And we're the masters of our sanity, right? A choice to redirect and understand and then redistribute energetic consciousness, right? Allowing things to slow down, right? Cool. All right. And then, like, the third energy is all that stuff that we hide under the rug that we really don't like, but we need to, like, maybe get rid of it because it's doing detriment to us in our experience, right? It could be a practice, it could be anything, but it's driven by this particular energy, all right? And this energy takes up space, it has suggestions. Maybe we don't want those suggestions or need those suggestions. You might even notice in your body that your body is highlighting in different ways right now. If you're sensory aware, and you're connected to this energy in the entrainment, you may notice that your body is shifting and that you feel like you're opening like this into energetic fields of consciousness and connection. You may feel that. You can breathe and relax and just keep seeding yourself into your body. Sit down, see, into your body. Use your energy. Sit down into your body. That's how you, see, sit down into your body. Got it? All right. Better. It's your intention that will guide your energy. It's always your intention. When you build your intention, you do it for various reasons. Sometimes you have an inspiration like, ooh, this would be better with 2 scoops. Inspiration. All right. So that would cause you to have an inspired action to follow it. You would get a second scoop. Okay. And that would satisfy you because until that moment, that energy that you pulled in is using up energetic space of you to manifest into the physical. And you personally are like a magician and you're bringing this idea into fruition and you're going, bam, and there it is. And that is actually what is taking place. It wasn't there a minute ago. All right. We take a lot of things for granted. Well, I had it. It was here. What kind of magic is that? The magic is that you can get it, that you can receive it. And you felt all of that. As you feel all of that, it changes how you allow. Okay. All right. So now that everybody's settled and they've talked to their body and have kind of looked at the field a bit the way that I would like for you to pretend that, pardon me, that you are in the center of a property, and the property represents your energetic field. Okay. And when we draw a line, what we'll do is we'll go to the far back right and go across to the far back left. We'll come up to the closest left, go across to the right at the front, and then we'll go back and connect to the far right. Okay, so now what we've done is we've claimed energetic space through intention. Okay, and now we've created a property value that we're going to communicate through our intention with other energy and another intention. This is alchemy. All right. And how you're doing it is you're doing it with your metal spirit air. Your breath, okay, makes it tangible. So when you speak your words that you think about, you're doing alchemy. Okay. So much to ingest, right? Okay. Okay. So what I want you to pretend now is that you have this beautiful lasso, all right? And that you're rising high in the air and you can see the center of the property and you're just high in the air and everything's going really good. And you just swing that lasso. You get the far left corner, the front right corner, the far right corner, the front left corner. And then you wrap it 1, 2, 3 and give it a great yank like that. Yeah, that was really good. Wrap it up like this. Okay. All right. You're telling your mind you're done with all of this. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. See? And then just cast it up to the God of your understanding, how you're connected to something greater than you, right? That loves you unconditionally and has your back no matter what, right? Give it there. It's confusion, it's chaos. I don't think we're meant to experience that 100% of the time. And I don't want to give it to anybody else. And I know that it has use. So that's just how I do it. Okay. Centering. Ready? All right. You want to think of your heart chakra, okay? The center of your chest, if you will. And this is also where fire is in the chi aspect, okay, of energy, all right? So you have holy fire, if you will, divine fire, all right, the Holy Spirit inside of you. Okay, that's our connected energy, okay? And Christ consciousness is attached to Anahata, and that is your heart chakra, okay? And so this is how you express more love, more humanity into the experience. You bring in divine and you channel out Christ consciousness. That's who we are. All right. And we'll have different versions because we're using different glasses as the energy flows through us. So the idea is to get centered. Okay. All right. So center of your chest, you can think of green as a color. You can hold your hand like this so that you have a center point. All right. We're going to do 3 breaths. The 3 breaths are going to be cleansing. So I'll ask you to breathe deeply and then let it out. Like, oh gosh, I got to get rid of this. And then we'll go into our, pardon me, then we'll go into our 10 count. At the end of the 10 count, so sorry, there is a gap, all right, to where there will be like nothingness. I won't talk, I won't say anything, but I wish that you will continue to breathe. That's what I want you to do. And I'll say breathe, so it will prompt you, and it will allow you to continue to be in that gray area, okay, to where you're connected to everything, but you are singular in who you are in the moment, okay? And it doesn't last super long, but it is enough for a reset, all right? Okay. Now, ready? Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Again, in your nose. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. And relax your shoulders away from your ears. All right. Great. Take a nice deep breath into the top of your head. Relax, release, 1. Breathe into your forehead. Relax, release, 2. Breathe into your cheeks. Relax, release, 3. Breathe into your throat and neck. Relax and release, 4. Breathe into your feet. Relax, release, 5. Breathe into your legs. Relax, release, 6. Breathe into your hips. Relax, release, 7. Breathe into all of your back. Relax, release, 8. Breathe into all of your front. Relax, release, 9. Breathe into your shoulders and arms and hands. Relax, release from your shoulders, down your arms, out your hands and fingertips. Continue breathing. And as you come back, it is that quick. Pardon me. There we go. All right. And that's a centering meditation that you can do. You can come back here and cue it in to where like it'll help you. And what you're doing is you're disconnecting from what is, and you're going internally and you're allowing yourself to reset to who you are. And then you're coming back and you can see it in a fresher aspect. It isn't driving you, you are driving it now. That's the difference. When you take time for you and you allow you to be important, you allow you to matter, everything begins to change in your life. Everything begins to change in your life. When we first start out, we'll feel selfish. We'll feel very selfish. And then it's very difficult to have conversations if we haven't learned how to have boundaries, or if we're afraid of losing people. We may not have the language that will support immediately what it is that we want to accomplish. And that will create harshness between conversations because it's difficult to have those conversations. Breathe through those conversations. Maybe allow yourself to ask, why do I have to have this conversation now? And then knowing why you feel you need to be supported in this by yourself, right? That will give you greater ease when you go to have the conversation. Okay? It will let you see if it's a trigger from an action of someone else. Not that the action is great, yet the trigger is real. And that's usually something that may have happened, or some thought that brings about something that you have stored energetically in a thought in your body. And the charge could be like really high. And if the charge is really high, it's going to pull your focus. All right. And when it pulls your focus, it's going to treat it like this is how you have to see things. You must see things this way. Okay. And in that moment, you're lost. You are lost. Okay. And that is okay. That is okay. All right. It's okay to be lost. If it's detrimental to others, not okay. Definitely not okay. If you get lost in the sense that I'm talking about, give yourself some grace and just take a breath. All right. Take a breath and redirect where you wish to be. And you have to give yourself that time in that moment in order for things to change. You're in a habitual pattern that's familiar, and you're not sure what that change is going to look like. So it's challenging your belief system. You don't know if you want to incorporate more into what you're already doing, depending on the story you're telling yourself. If you're surviving and these are your tools, it's like, God, like, I'm barely getting by. That story, you'll live. You will live that story. I'm abundant AF. You will live that story. You will live that story. It is up to you to determine what your experience is going to be. It's up to you to determine this. It's up to you. Some of us are given more than others, all right, in a conditioning, upbringing, all right? And some of us, All right. Get out of those conditionings. Some. Okay. All right. But you have to decide. You have to decide where the pattern is. Okay. For me, the easiest and most effective way, the most effective way that I could create change that was pleasant, peaceful, easier, okay, was to go into the energy of where I wanted to be, okay? Because if you want something, okay, no matter what it is that you want, all right, if it's a tangible person, place, or thing, okay, everything that has told you up until that point is the reason that you don't have it, you will work through. You will work through that whole novella, novel story that you have built around why you don't have what you are asking for. You will look for evidence. You will look for evidence. Evidence. And you will grab that evidence. You'll say, see, look, see, because. And then what's this? Like you said this, but these are things you're working through. All of that in order to get whatever the big prize is. And I'm teaching you what I'm teaching you. For me, what works is to sit still and then choose my vibration that I wish to have my next experience in. You have to slow down if you want to manage that energy. Slow down just for that moment. It doesn't be sacred with you. You matter. Take the time. Okay? Decide, well, this would be nice. And how would that feel? What would that look like? Like, what are you thinking it would look like? Right? How does it seem? And then kind of play with it. Play with the energy of it. It doesn't have to be finite. The less finite it is, and the more combinational, like physical aspect and emotional aspect that'll come together and provide a juicy experience, the better. The better, right? You are your words. You are your words. They have a vibration and a frequency, and you're the one who hears all of your words. You hear all of your words. Nobody else has that privilege. Nobody else has that grace. Nobody else gets to be in the moment of your creation, of whatever is going on. You do. That's how perfect you are. You have all the secrets you need about you. You already have what you need. Everything. That's why you're enough. Wow. I love you guys. I hope you have a very peaceful evening. Thank you very much for joining. Bye.